Streaming has a gooner problem. Deshae Frost.
Tapped into the internet, I'm constantly just seeing extremely lustful content that is clearly geared towards gooners. And let's be honest, in terms of who's mainstream, the primary audience for these streamers are children. It's the new cable television, it's the new daytime programming content.
I'm not gonna lie, the craziest shit this nigga has ever said, in my personal opinion, is saying that you don't have a child audience. Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do. And it's okay. And it's completely fine, bro.
Has replaced what we
But it's just like, be real.
Instead of growing up with, I don't know,
Little Nightmares 1 and 2 was so fire.
32-year-old women telling a fresh 18-year-old that it's legal, so it's cool.
32? Okay, that's how old am I? Just by my list. Look me in my eye.
How old is Dabo now? He's 18 now. I imagine in that clip he was underage though. Like he said. So I could play it. Yeah, bro, you should. There's like a bundle out for it right now. For 2 games.
Does that even change it?
I mean, it's legal. It's your birthday, so it's really okay.
Nigga, that's demonic. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta keep it real. Because look, I hate to say it, but if the roles were reversed, we'd be eyeing this. We just had
I don't know what she said. Back it up.
Demonic. I'm not
Back
fresh 18-year-old that is legal, so it's cool.
32? Okay, that's how old am I? Just by my list. Look me in my eye.
Well, I seen the cake already, so it already kind of skewed.
Does that even change it?
I mean, it's legal. It's your birthday, so it's really okay.
Nigga, that's demonic. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta keep it real. Because look, I hate to say it, but
Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Hold on. This nigga might be the age of your fucking kids, bro. Well, maybe not, because she said, what? How old is she? 32? I mean, it's still a possibility.
the roles were reversed, we'd be eyeing this. We just
But you
had
know,
so
that
many
shit's
people
still crazy.
talking about the Lil Tay situation because she turned 18 and immediately after she drops an OnlyFans.
That shit was crazy too. Y'all niggas, I'm not even gonna say y'all because I know it's not my community and the community that I'm building. But y'all niggas outside of it, y'all are so crazy for paying for that shit. Nigga, she grew up on the internet for being a 12-year-old flexer. And as soon as she turned 18, she started OnlyFans and you made her $1 million in a few hours? What?
And all these
That
people
is
are subscribing.
crazy.
That's weird. Like, yeah, it's legal, but morally, like as a grown woman, like this really like a grown woman too. You can tell, like this a grown woman, and she over here saying
Grown
it's
as
legal to an
hell.
18-year-old. I'll definitely come back to that clip later. But you just had to see this increasingly lustful content is on the rise because teenagers with raging hormones are gonna eat it up. And when you add in the parasocial factor, you now have an entire generation addicted to internet dopamine via lustful content. I've been yambling, but you already know I'm the hood Socrates, and let's actually talk about just how lustful content has gotten. Let's start with the succubus herself, Zoe Spencer.
On cam, for instance, the Duke shit. Like, why are you biting this nigga hand, bro?
Obviously, we all know Zoe
Come
Spencer
on,
was
bro.
moving
Why are you biting this
wicked
nigga
a couple months ago. I even made a video on it because I felt like it needed to be said that she was just a weird person. We all seen the clip of her violating someone's boundaries.
That shit was crazy. This man literally got forced twerked on. That is insane. But if the roles were reversed, don't get me wrong, it's bad either way. It is very bad either way, and she shouldn't have done the shit. But I'm just saying. 2 dudes was doing that, they would have been locked up instantaneously. That's all I'm saying.
Once again, she was on her lustful timing and she did this.
Y'all wanna hear my butt clap? No, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna really let y'all hear it. Hold on, watch this.
Okay, bet. I'll look it up after
I'm
stream.
gonna do it off the camera.
I know it's so easy to look at this and say, hold on, this shorty making it clap. But honestly, I'm just tired, man. I'm not trying to scroll down the timeline and see a streamer clearly baiting their audience with Gooner content. It's just low quality clips. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's just...
I bet you the shit worked. I bet you the shit worked though. And that's the sad part about it. Do I gotta go on TikTok and shake my ass and I'll get more people in here, bro? I ain't doing it. I'm just saying.
And if you remember what I was saying earlier, this is the new television for children. And if this is how streamers are gonna go viral,
it's
then
been
what about the
weird
kids?
all
And that's what
the
this video
last
is gonna be mostly
damn
about.
near
just
decade.
how lustful the media landscape has gotten and how normalized
In terms of
this
entertainment.
is. And big on it being normalized because what do you mean?
Man, even her dog looked cracked out. Her dog looked like a damn freak.
This is her talent. And honestly, beyond just making
Dog
this
was
normalized for clearly a young audience, it just puts women in a bad light. I don't know why anyone would want to normalize the women, especially women. But you know what? Zoe Spencer's gonna play into it. Women in a bad light. It being normalized because what do you mean this is her talent? And honestly, beyond just making this normalized for clearly a young audience, it just puts women in a bad light. I don't know why anyone would want to normalize the women, especially women. But you know what? Zoe Spencer's gonna play into it. She's weird like that. And what makes it especially weird is because it's really just that perception and how it puts this type of content on such a pedestal that it almost feels like with how much it's pushed and how much it's created, it's meant to condition the viewer to think the same thing. I'll give you prime example. DDG. Currently, he's working on some type of love show or whatever, but he's one of the biggest girl content gimmick spammers.
I'm not gonna lie. I loved Could Have Been Love. That show was fire. So fire. I didn't watch Black Boy Max's. I'm not sure if it was good or not. I imagine it was probably decent. Love Island. I have never put that shit in my eyes. I will never let that shit get near my eyes ever, bro. Said people editing style is getting lazy. That's how I see it. Yeah, like the more boring, I guess, feel of everything is kind of becoming more appealing. But yeah, I Love Island. Come on, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it's definitely made for, I guess I'd say 16 plus and up in terms of their viewers, but you know, kids watching that shit. And weren't streamers like on stream reacting to it, like the new episodes and stuff when they dropped or whatever? Like,
so it's within character, but
people were literally just had like it's just softcore corn. Crazy tongue twister.
Started listing sub goals for the show, and I just couldn't help but
sub goals. Twerk contest for 1,000. Boxing tournament for 1,000. Okay, that's decent. The boxing one is decent. Sleep and stream with girl on chat's choice. Of chat's choice. Bring back girl from the G League. I'm not hip. I don't know what they talking about. Chat eliminates any girl of choice. How many girls you having on here, bro? Bring India to eliminate any girl of choice. Okay. G League player box a man girl for spot back in the house. Fear Factor for girls season 2. Bald head. Okay. You couldn't have moved the twerk contest up a little more, cause he know this shit gonna get clips. That's why he put it at the like, I guess the closest in terms of where he's at. Cause he know that shit gonna get clips. That's gonna get people in there. Don't get me wrong. He's smart. He's a smart nigga. But that shit is crazy.
Raise my eyebrows.
You got hella kids watching.
I think this is good.
I remember back in the years that YouTube videos were hard working on editing styles and the stream was less brain dead. I didn't really watch streams back then. I won't lie. I wasn't really into Twitch back then. But I definitely see what you mean with YouTube. And I imagine it was the same way. Because YouTube then and YouTube now is a completely different space.
Good, bro. I think this is good for now. Like, if we want to change it, mind you, I'm gonna be on stream for 24 hours. If we want to change something, we can. I think this is solid. I think these first right here, up to 55K, up to 60K, solid. I don't know how I feel about Fear Factor. I don't think that's even worth being at 65K, to be honest.
Obviously, not everything on this list is freaky except for the twerk contest.
I mean, yeah, but like the intent is there though. Like, I don't
But
know.
let's just keep it real. DDG is a girl content merchant, like flat out. He's always around the shorties. He be on the little freaky stuff. And streaming is primarily consumed by teenagers. His content is really just women. So it obviously like is gonna rub me the wrong way. And let's just keep it real. Even though all these may not be freaky in general, sleep stream for instance, you think nothing's gonna happen. And even if nothing were to happen during a sleep stream, I think the general consensus on girl content is that it's bad. Kids are watching. You're reducing women to be tools for content and engagement. That is not creative. But beyond that, it's not even.
But I won't lie. If you have an OF, the best thing you can do is get on a popular streamer stream. That is the best thing you can do. And all you got to do is sit there and look pretty, bro. And you got at least a few thousand in your pocket. But I ain't gonna lie, if you just, you know, you a regular girl, you know, you go to college, you an artist, you know, you do literally anything else, you probably shouldn't. Unless it's a different type of stream. And it's not like you're on like the Shea Frosted stream, bro. Or DDG. Like we talking about. Or, you know, or like Kai. Cause most of the huge streamers, at least the IRL streamers, have those OF girls as extra entertainment on their streams. It's not really, you know. What the hell is that?
Even just about.
What the hell is that on my fucking screen? That's so weird. Okay.
How this content lacks creativity, it just feels lazy as shit and degenerate. We've seen these streamer dating shows, it's always the same thing. These niggas get LA hoes who are there purely for the clout. They gonna flirt a little bit, look good on camera, and maybe contribute to the freaky content, and that's it. It's very similar to the rapper collab era. At first, everyone was like, it's cool, and the novelty of it.
Was that BK?
It's very
WBK.
similar to the rapper collab era. At
Her new
first,
album
everyone
was so fire.
like, it's cool, and the novelty of it at the time made people not really bad.
Oh, bro, this stream was hilarious. I wasn't in the stream, but I seen the clips. That shit was hilarious.
And then they realized that
It was
these
fucked
were
up.
just live
It was very
stream
fucked up,
hangouts.
but
and with this
it
type
was
of
funny.
content, I'm just waiting for people to realize that some of this stuff is really just live streamed softcore. Now it's the perfect time to talk about workout streams and gym streams. And I'm gonna definitely need y'all to let me know if I'm tripping, because I definitely could be, but I really feel like this stream is not being watched because people are eager to learn about.
It's not, bro. It's not. It's not. If you see anything Asmarath, or however you say her name is doing, it's not because, oh, you know, I'm trying to get a workout in, or, you know, some other. It's cause she has an OF, bro. So she's gonna promote that even softly if she can, bro. You know what's crazy? I could say Streamer University and only a few unappropriate people want to be in it. Or what you mean?
About stretching or working out.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up and shoot
Oh my
out.
gosh.
Now, why the hell is the person behind the camera moaning and shit? Moaning and groaning like she back there doing some work. I know what y'all are doing, bro. She's not doing anything. She just... That was my chair, by the way, if you heard that. She just... Oh my gosh. What a workout, gals. Oh my gosh.
With Liberty Mutual, you can customize your car
Hell,
insurance to save
clean limo though.
hundreds.
I might have to.
Could you look away? Only pay
YouTube
for what you
Premium.
need.
Or try the Brave thing. But
Brought to you by Rogue.
cause his ass getting ridiculous, bro. I just want to watch the vid.
Go ahead and sit down on your carriage for a second. You can take off the booty band and just stretch out your glutes. Figure
Okay, I was just reading the chat.
that feels good. One angle of the
And honestly, I feel like it
Both what? Both beautiful ladus. Ladois. Bro. If you don't type ladies right,
be
bro.
disingenuous to say this
Maybe
is
he spelled it
absolutely
wrong.
not Gooner bait. And by the way, this is Lala Batista, and she be around DDG, which I think is very telling. But I don't think it's far off to say Shorty is playing into her strengths, which is
You mean Kai mainstream university? Was the only fans want to be in the stream university? I mean, yeah.
being a conventionally attractive woman.
But
And
most
what
even
Kai-
people that don't know Kai or only know of him was trying to get in that bitch though.
making content that appeals to a certain demographic. But you know what? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe niggas are genuinely tuned in to watch these women work out.
Come on, bro. You telling me niggas are sat down on their ass or laying down in their bed with this stream on their TV and they're like, oh, get it, ladies. Yeah. Absolutely. Do your thing. You're doing great. No, they're doing that hand motion below the waist, bro.
Maybe. Anyways, sometimes though, the let's just be overt. It's not hidden behind girl content or hidden behind flirting. It's just overt, obvious, and annoying.
So you wake up, go to sleep, dick.
So basically, you're a prostitute.
No, I would say more like.
No, you're basically.
Are you human? Are you human?
I'm actually not a robot. I'm a robot
Yo, apparently Neon's about to get in the phase, bro.
that only takes dick.
It be shit like this that make me don't want a daughter, bro. That's crazy. Of course, my parenting skills will be way better than not to for it to turn out like this. But no disrespect. I'm not gonna disrespect the craft. There's an art to being a hoe. People don't talk about it. There is definitely an art, but that's not an art I'm finna teach, my nigga.
This is fucking weird.
Dick.
Yeah, I deposit there. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is horrible. So you got 5 niggas talking to a hoe on stream just to yap about things. That's content. It really don't be sitting right with my spirit. Cause I grew up with niggas like Corey Kenshin. Niggas was gaming. You had Smosh doing skits, but
Man, I miss that shit, bro. I'm glad they got back together. I won't lie. I have not watched any of their new videos. But like, as an old Smosh viewer, I'm glad they came back, bro. But old Smosh, old gaming, just YouTube in general was so fire, bro. It was so fire.
this is what the kids of the current generation have. They have streamers who are inviting hoes on stream to come and talk freaky for the camera. It's just so degenerate. And you got 5 grown men all here giggling and kikiing about it. And we all know grown men not coming home watching this. And if they are, that's sad. But there was one final thing I wanted to talk about when it comes.
You're not lying either. Because for one, a grown man's not just gonna come back home and turn this boy on when they, bro, he just gonna pop on the old reliable. If you know.
Comes to the less problem, and that's the fact it isn't just impressionable young viewers, it's also younger streamers. So young Dabo has recently turned 18, and to celebrate, Max put him on a date with various women. And now it's time to come back to the clip I told you niggas we was gonna come back to.
32. Okay. That's how old am I? Just by my looks. Look me in my eyes.
This outfit is low-key so crazy, but it's low-key kind of clean. I won't lie. The purples. I don't know what shoes them is, but the purples with the all blacks and the blonde hairs. That shit clean.
The cake already, so it already kind of skews.
Does that even change anything?
I mean, it's legal. It's still your birthday, so it's still okay.
Bro, you somebody auntie, bro. Bro, you got nephews that are his age. And he's not in this clip. I don't even think he 1'8", bro. Apparently. Of course she don't know, like she being lied to, but you know, still like being 30 or like, you know what? I'ma speak for myself. For instance, when I turned 17, I could not talk to anybody a year younger than me. I could not do it at all. It was either 17 or you're older than me. Period. That's just me though. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, if you're 17 and you're dating a 16-year-old, you're weird, or you're 16, you're dating a 15-year-old, you're weird. Like, no, I'm not gonna say that. But like, it just for me personally, my age or above. I hit 18. Shit. 18 and above, of course. Of course, I know there's people out there that'll talk to a 17-year-old while they're 18, which isn't really that bad, I guess. It's not that bad. I can't really speak on it. I ain't gonna lie. I can't really speak on it. But would I say them niggas gotta go to jail? No. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's insane age gap, bro. Like you got 20, you got 2 decades of life over this nigga head. You need to be this nigga's sensei, bro, for life.
It's like, what do you provide for the table? Like, what do you provide?
What I provide,
And you know, I do be seeing comments with people asking me why I don't mess with Max, and it's just things like this I can't get down with. I don't think you should be putting freshly 18-year-old boys on dates with grown women, especially not grown LA hoes who do anything for content. Because I'm always gonna ask, what do these grown women have in common with these young men? And I guaranteed if this was swapped, people would begin to understand that this is crazy. What makes it worse is that it wasn't just Max who put
I feel like people don't see it as crazy because not only, but it's just like naturally, I guess for a dude, it's like it's awarding to be with an older girl, I guess. So it's like they kind of see it as a, which don't get me wrong, I fell into that back then. I was a victim in terms of like that mindset, but like that shit ain't cool, bro. Get somebody your age that you could grow up with. Stop going after them 50-year-olds, bro.
these grown women was also Reggie.
That shit ain't cool.
Hold on. Listen.
I promise you. I promise you. Whatever that 30-year-old, 40-year-old you talking to is giving you, the person your same age can too, bro. Besides probably buying you a crib. But why the fuck do you need that when you're like 18 instantly? Like, bro, just, you know?
Why's gonna come up here? Cut that out. Cut all that rap out. Cut all that rap shit out. Fine shit finna pull up. They thick too.
Come on, let's put that ass on him. Fuck.
Play the song.
I'm finna get so pissed if YouTube takes this shit off my thing, bro. I'm reacting to a video he made that's also on the internet because he took that clip from that. So it's like, you feel me? But dog, that's probably why he's zoomed in. Okay, but like, look, I know he's joking, but like, even then, like, I feel like you should stop. Like, you should probably take a hint or something, right? You know? Like I said, he's joking, but like still, what type of impression is that giving the female viewers and the male viewers? That's crazy. And I know she ain't. There's no way she just pulled up in just that. I know her. I'm not even gonna talk about her.
Drive results.
I don't know
That's
her.
why we built Roku Ads Manager. Sign
But,
up at
like, you really just pulled up in
ads.roku.com.
just that.
There is no limitation. We won't challenge
Hell,
completely.
I'm pretty sure at the time of this clip, Dabo wasn't even 18, he was 17. So these grown women who had no qualms about his age were just all on his body.
So they didn't even ask. They didn't even ask before they started. All over this dude, bro.
Despite how
That's
uncomfortable
insane.
he was looking. And this is where the conversation gets a little different. Because the only time people find issue with content like this is under very specific circumstances, which would be the inverse of it. As in, hey, what if this was a girl in the scenario instead of a boy? Because if it was a grown man making a young girl uncomfortable, there is going to be outrage, and that's the issue. It needs to be consistent. We shouldn't overlook stuff like this just because Dabo's a guy. And this double standard is what keeps people from recognizing that this type of content is bad.
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. He just said it way better than me. Double standards are insane.
Even when it doesn't fit a
given, like I said, whether it's both sides or not, it's terrible. It's bad, bro. But like, I'm just saying in terms of how it's overlooked when it comes to men, that shit is crazy.
Specific mold. And now I kind of want to just give my thoughts on why Reggie and Max were comfortable getting these grown women to interact with Dabo. And the short answer is, it's a curse. Young black men are often perceived as older or capable of handling mature topics and subjects. So oftentimes,
yo, that's so fucking dope. Is that a mirror? That's so cool.
They're growing up too fast, or they're being exposed to graphic material. In other words, it's normal to have black boys around these predatory older women because they can handle it. So while I dislike that niggas did this, I can understand where it comes from and how, generally speaking, that is a curse that plagues the black community. But it's all connected, because let's be honest, you normalize lust and now you're not even batting an eye at the little stuff. But that's just how I feel. And if you enjoyed, subscribe for more unsolicited
This was a fire
opinions.
video.
Join my membership.
Fire
join my Discord.
fire video, bro. I fuck with fuck DH. Fire content creator. I sub to him on my other account. But great video by him. You know, I feel bad for the kids nowadays. Kids and teens nowadays, bro. Yeah, I gotta sit here and watch this bullshit, bro. Y'all not really getting the vibes and shit of early YouTube and like just that landscape without all the crazy sexualization. Don't get me wrong, like there was still shit like that back on YouTube back then, and don't get me wrong, it was probably a little worse because there weren't as many restrictions, but it wasn't as widespread as it is now with the limitations that YouTube has and Twitch and all of that. But it's crazy how that works. The less limitations or restrictions, damn, what was I gonna say? The more restrictions, the more this content is pushed out and as a thing, but the less it is, which is low-key kind of crazy. But and that was a fire vid though. Fire vid.